now!
Hello, this is Billy Core from the Nostalgia Mall. And Merry Christmas, everyone. And welcome to our introduction to Nostalgia Mall Christmas 2020. And for this year's introduction video, I'm doing things a little bit differently now. You see, I'm living a lot closer to Winston-Salem, and Winston-Salem's downtown always looks so gorgeous at Christmas time. And so I figured I would have my lovely wife be my camera girl and record me driving through downtown Winston while I talk about Christmas, what we're going to be doing this year, as well as some Christmas memories, as is tradition. May even point out a few things along the road. So, hello. And so, what I'm going to do is, you know, every year on the introduction video, I talk about Christmas 20 years ago, which this year, 20 years ago, would be the year 2000. Well, I also want to talk about Christmas 25 years ago and Christmas 30 years ago. And so, let's start with Christmas 30 years ago, and I really don't remember because I was only a year old. So, I do remember, I do have video of me from that Christmas. And so 30 years ago would have been 1990, but again, I really don't remember much, so let's move on to Christmas 25 years ago in 1995. Oh my goodness. As you know, that was the year I got the Packard Bell Legend 822 CDT, not on Christmas, but on December 5th that year. And so my Christmas was really defined by that computer. Being introduced to all those computer games. It was amazing. And I remember also that year, incidentally, being in the Christmas pageant at church. I was I believe a shepherd, and I was, I remember lighting the Advent wreath that year as well. I got it on video, and I still remember the little speech I made. In fact, actually, I don't really remember it. I'll let the Billy Core of 25 years ago say that.
I played the shepherds to lift up sheep, to find a Christ child on the hay of sleep.
Okay, now Christmas 20 years ago, 2000. All that year, I was fascinated by the concept of recording a CD on the computer. And I was obsessed with getting a CD writer because my uncle next door, who was always the first one on the block with something, had a CD writer, and I wanted one for myself, but my parents said, you know, that's just too expensive, we can't do that. And so I tried and tried desperately to get a CD writer all year. And finally, for Christmas that year, I wound up getting an Acer CD writer, and I hooked it up to my never obsolete e-machine, and this was an external CD writer powered by USB. And that thing, while it only worked, I'd say about half the time, because recording CDs on an old drive like that with USB 1.1 speeds with no buffer protection was a disaster waiting to happen. And I didn't even realize at the time that in order to listen to an audio CD in the car, you had to record onto a CDR, not a CDRW. And guess what I got that year for Christmas? A whole bunch of CDRWs that wouldn't do me much good. But thankfully I did get some CDRs eventually. Let's get some heat on in this car. But anyway, coming up here is the Reynolds Building, and every year for Christmas, the top of it is colored in red and green colors, which I don't know. I can't tell if they did that this year or not. Okay, my wife's shaking her head, so I guess they didn't. That is a shame. They've been doing that as long as that building's been there. But the Reynolds Building, believe it or not, the Empire State Building in New York City was actually designed, the design of it was based off of the Reynolds Building here in Winston-Salem. And so every year for Father's Day, the Empire State Building sends the Reynolds Building a Father's Day card. I may have gotten some of that incorrect, I don't know. We'll just say it's true. You know, everything's so Christmassy, even the stoplight's red. Anyway, there's really not much to see around here. And so what's planned for Nostalgia Mall Christmas this year? Well, biggest thing is things are going to look quite a bit different this year. Obviously, I'm not in my parents' house anymore. And so we'll be recording in the apartment now. And I've already recorded a couple of videos as of the time of this recording. And so I hope you guys enjoy that. I'll planning to still do my annual video of where I show all my vintage computers. Hopefully that'll be able to be done this year. And so I hope you guys look forward to that. Stay tuned for more Nostalgia Mall Christmas coming up. Until next time, this is Billy Core, signing off. There's an arcade over there. Thank you for visiting the Nostalgia Mall. If you liked what you saw, please like, subscribe, and follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. You may also support me on Patreon if you would like. The links to these are in the description below. Until next time, this is Billy Core wishing you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.